So welcome back to another episode of Roughneck RC. Today is a pros and cons video on the Raminator. Obviously it's going to say it in the description, pros and cons, so you're going to know that. But going into it before you even click on that button. So, speaking of clicks, definitely give me a thumbs up so I can increase the channel's popularity. And remember, push the subscribe button because we definitely want to grow this channel. I'm actually going to be launching another channel probably next month, or it's not going to be on RCs, but the Roughneck production name is going to grow, and the things under the umbrella of Roughneck Productions is going to grow. So I'm in the process of planning out the new channel, which has absolutely nothing to do with RCs. It's something completely different. But let's get back on topic. Alright, pros and cons of the Raminator. You see, it's a huge truck. Weighs 80 pounds. 49 cc's of raw, juicy power. And so forth. My opinion, well, let's start with the bad. Okay. As you've seen in my other videos, and maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but I broke almost every single body mount on this truck.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You're here for the EMS Tracker, and you'll take your dash gas for a blast. Let's get it happening.
Hey guys, you just witnessed me breaking the Raminator. I took off on a jump, it landed, the body went flying, and I broke, well, as you can see, all the body mounts. Almost, I got two left. Fronts. Body mounts are gone. Well, that's how we do it at Roughneck RC. We play hard, we play dirty. This is a very expensive truck. It's a $3,000 truck. And they offer an aluminum body mounts upgrade for it, but they should have, for $3,000, they should have had it automatically for the truck. So, every single one of the body mounts broke. And I tell you, I mean, yeah, I was bashing it, but, you know, to have every single one of them break, that was crazy. Almost every single one of them. I had these two back ones left. Now, I went on the site to order some more. All the aluminum stuff was sold out, and so I only ordered the two front plastic ones just so I could put the body back on the truck and run it if I choose to. That is a minor thing. Let's get into the juicy stuff. Remind you, it's a $3,000 RC. So, I'm actually going to dive a little deeper. Out the gate, I've had servo issues with this truck. Out of the gate. I burnt up 3 servos. Now I contacted 3. One of them I didn't contact the company about getting a replacement. I just upgraded it to something better. But, and which was my servo that switches the gears over to reverse. That servo melted down. But right out the gate, I have issues with my steering servos. They burnt out on me after my first real run on the truck. I'm not saying like I was in my break-in period. I'm still, you know, this is on my 3rd tank of fuel in this thing. So, that being said, the front servos, I contacted Primal. I said, listen, I'm having issues with the servos. You know, they're burnt out, and I need them to to actually be replaced because I spent a lot of money, and this was a week after assembling the truck at my first run. They were more than happy to warranty the servos. They sent me replacements, which are in this truck right now. And they asked me to send the old ones back, which I got to get around to, which I haven't had time yet because I'm a very busy guy. So, actually, hold on. Let me let my dog out. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, the front servos, yep. So they sent me the replacements. I put them in, but the other problem I had was the on-off power switch, the main switch back here. That was also shot. Guys, this is a $3,000 truck. You shouldn't have issues for $3,000. Once again, contacted the company. They understood. They said, here, this is what we're going to do. We're going to send you a complete wiring harness for this truck. So they sent me a whole complete wiring harness for this truck. Me being me, and this being Roughneck RC, I bypassed the switch so I can still run the truck. And which I never put in the other wiring harness yet. I have it in my stuff in case I do need to, but you would have to rewire the whole truck, and you have to go down through here and through the frame, and then it's kind of tasking, and I didn't need to do that, so I didn't want to have to do that, so I just bypassed the switch. But let me tell you that Primal, their customer service and making sure that they send you standing behind their product is top notch. But once again, like I said, this is a $3,000 truck. You shouldn't have these kind of issues out of the gate. So, those are out of the gate problems that I encountered. Those are negative issues for this truck. Alright. So, another negative, you guys gotta make sure that you use red Loctite, and even the screws because when you get the truck, 90% of it's put together. But you have to double check every screw in this thing. Because I've had them rattle loose, I had to take them out, red Loctite them, and put them back in. So that's another negative. But, do I like the truck? Dude, I love this truck. Don't want to act like I'm completely hating on it. This is a negative for me. The location of this air filter, when it gets wet, the truck will stall out. I did a video of me. Well, take a look. Okay, going through some water, not very deep. I wasn't trying to drown the truck. I wasn't trying to go as deep as possible. But because of the location of the air filter got wet, the engine quits, and I had to go and step in. More than one occasion this has happened. One occasion was at the river. Another occasion was I was out by BMX track. There was a deep puddle. I mean, not super deep. We're talking water up to here. You know, halfway up the wheel. That's not even submerging the frame. But the water splashed up. The filter got wet. The truck stalled out. The location of that shit needs to be changed. And actually, a buddy of mine's working on a solution for that for me. We're gonna build some kind of snorkel device so I can do some other stuff with this truck. Hopefully that happens soon. So there's that negative. These are all cons. We haven't gotten to the pro side yet. Battery packs. It even says in the directions, do not use LiPo battery packs in this truck. It may cause you some servo problems. Guys, I don't know about you, but LiPo is what I run in almost everything. You know, yeah, they send you a pack, but it's like LiPo is the way. When designing this truck, they should have took that into consideration. That tells me that the electronics, because they say you might have electronic issues if you use LiPo, are not up to par with the standard of batteries that 90% of us actually run in our vehicles. You know, so that's a negative. Like, you know, granted the battery packs are cheap, but still, that's a negative in my accounts. You know, so, you know, why? Why would you go through the fact designing and building this masterpiece of an RC and be like, well, we're going to cheap out on our electronics and you're only going to be able to, you know, run nickel metal hydrate and not LiPo batteries. Because we don't want to put the extra money into that part of the truck. Well, it's $3,000, guys. You should have put the extra money into it. So whatever you do, unless you upgrade all your servos and electrical stuff that can handle it, don't run LiPo in this truck. Stop. You're gonna have to do some things. As a matter of fact, let me go as far as to say as that replace your servos. Plan on replacing your servos. I upgraded one. I still got 3 others to upgrade in this truck. You know, $200 a pop for my front steering ones that I want to put in this. It's not going to be a cheap thing. And honestly, right now, it's going to have to wait. I'm going to run it the way it is. So that was definitely negative point for me. Alright, enough hate. Let's give this baby some love. Let's talk about love, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things, all the bad things that there'll be. Let's talk about. Alright. This truck is freaking awesome. It is by far the funnest RC I've ever driven. Just watching it going through things. Freaking awesome. It's not a fast truck by no means. The 49cc engine that comes with it is, in my thinking, underpowering. The clutch system that's in it definitely needs to be upgraded. That also you can add on to the cons. There's clutch. I mean, you definitely need to upgrade this clutch. Like, and that's, I'm not probably the only one that has experienced that. That's just what it is. But out of the box, built, you put it together. The 10% that's left, fuel it, break it in, and then have some fun. This thing is just awesome looking when you're driving it. And you just get a big cheesy smile every single time. Every single freaking time. Fun factor, it's up here. Can it be more fun? Hell yes. Is it going to be more fun? Hell yes. This is Roughneck RC, baby. We don't know how to not make things fun. So this, like you've seen in one of my videos, is going to get an engine swap. Eventually. But can you have fun with it, with the 49, with the power plant that's in it, that 49 cc's? Yes, you can. Very much so. Once you get it tuned in, it is definitely a fun monster truck. That's what it is. Guys, it's 80 some pounds. you're not going to set speed records. It taps out probably about 30 miles an hour. I haven't clocked it, but I've seen other people say that's what it is. This truck will do 30. 80 pounds at 30 miles an hour. That's its top speed. You can jump it. As you see, I've done it. So, and, you know, all the machine work, this is all aluminum under here. All of it. I mean, there's a little bit of plastic here and there, but this, all aluminum. Alone, that kind of work is expensive. So yeah, this truck is amazing. The machine work and stuff, you can see where the money went into it. They just should have kicked it up a little bit higher on the totem pole with the electronic package, and a few little things. So 30 miles an hour, out of the box, tuned. 2-stroke, 49cc engine in this 80-pound beast. Experiences out of this world. I enjoy this truck very much. Is it something I want two of? I don't know about that. I think one is plenty. I am getting some aftermarket parts. I am getting those things I want to do to it. Some mods we're going to be doing to this truck. This is Roughneck RC's flagship, baby. You know, this truck is awesome. Beating, it took it. BMX track, it took it. It went there, and we hammered it. Hammered it. Yes, I had some steering issues afterward because it went end over end. It's 80 pounds, guys. It's not meant to go end over end. That's a lot of weight impacting the front. A lot of weight impacting the front. So I really like those few cons shouldn't hold you back, but you should go into it knowing that you're going to have to make improvements to a $3,000 RC. It's just the nature of it. But once you make those improvements, swap out your servos. You know what? Do it. Go into it and order the servos after you order the truck. Get the upgraded stuff. Change it all while you're doing your build. Then you don't have to worry in the middle of having a good time. The motor's preference. You can have a good time with this 49cc engine. I'm not saying you can't. But if you're anything like me, you want more power. That's right. You want to be able to go primal. And I need more power. But I'm not going to spend $1,200 for the TMR engine. And I am definitely not going to spend $3,000 for the 80cc. I don't have money like that. Not a lot of you guys do, neither. You spend $3 grand on this, you ain't spending another $3 grand for a new power implant. Well, maybe, but the common person, no. $3 grand, that's a lot. Matter of fact, most of your wives probably kill you if you said, I spent $3,000 on an RC truck. Well, I don't have a wife, I don't have kids, so spending $3,000 on an RC truck is not a big deal as long as I can afford it, which I could at that time. I took all my income tax money and boom, bought myself this big bad boy. And then I had to wait 6 months because we're in COVID, and you know how that goes. Customer service with Primal RC, they're great. Speedy deliveries. I mean, I think they're in New York, so they're really only a state away or so from me. But really, if I order today, I'll have the parts sometimes less than 2 days. But generally, 2 days. So all the parts come to me in 2 days' time. I can't expect any better than that. That's great. So let's get to the bottom of this and wind this video up because it's probably getting a little long-winded. Primal RC with this Raminator truck definitely raised the bar for a lot of people. It definitely gets an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10 from me. Because of the few issues this truck has, it brings it down. It would have been a 10 out of 10 if they provided better electronics in it. Allowed you out the gate to have a LiPo battery versus a nickel metal hydrate. Not that you need a LiPo, but I have LiPos, and I had to buy a second nickel metal hydrate battery just to have on hand for running those days that I run a lot. They could have, out of the gate, they could have put a better clutch in this thing. And they, like I said, they at least should have given you metal body mounts, not plastic, because obviously they're sold out. So everybody's having that problem where they're breaking body mounts with this truck. It's 80 pounds. At the very least, they should have done that. So if they did all those things and they had this, it would have been a 10 out of 10 truck. Because they didn't do all those things and I have to do some improvements, it's an 8 out of 10 truck. If you have the money, guys, buy one. I've had a blast with this thing. But just go into it open-eyed, hopefully after this video, knowing that there is a few things that you need to do. So, my verdict is, it's an awesome truck. It is worth the money because you can see where the money is, all the machine work. You know, there's room for improvement. And that's all I got for you guys today on this truck. Once again, I am Michael Payne, signing off for Roughneck RC. Go out there, play hard, play dirty, and get primal. See you all guys next time on this channel.